Kojak was talking about conspiracy stuff, and I had one I was going to bring up, and now I can't. I don't remember.
I always forget every conspiracy theory I'd like to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to talk about like one. I could probably do a whole show on ones that I used to believe were true, and then now I'm embarrassed that I did.
So, like what?
I don't want to say.
Come on.
I don't want to say the ones I believed.
Come on, just do it.
All right. I used to have this conspiracy theory where I thought like war was a racket to make money.
That's a lot of that's probably true though.
I just thought like they did it. They didn't really need to do it.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to melt steel beams.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Anyways, wrestling.
Tannerite does.
Yeah, the stuff they place there does.
Oh, man.
The funny thing about conspiracy theories, like you have a bunch of different conspiracy theorists, and they all agree that the official story is wrong, but who did it? Got some people, well, we still got Nazis in our government. It's like, no, it ain't the Nazis. It's the Jews, actually. And that's how they always argue about who actually did it.
It's the greatest thing about conspiracies.
And then you got one group that only people that actually did it, like the Arabs, like, we fucking did it. We did it.
And then David Ikes is sitting over there like, I know who did it. David Ikes knows.
I tend to agree with the people that say, hey, we did it. I want credit.
You're a conformist.
Man, you ever heard of David Ikes, Frank?
Yeah, I watched a documentary like 2 weeks ago on what happened after
he started saying all this stuff.
All that, the after effects.
Yeah,
and the person that paid the most for all of his was his daughter.
Really?
Yeah, his daughter was shunned in school, shunned in society.
Yeah.
She got treated the worst, and that's when he backed down. Remember how all of a sudden he just got quiet?
No, I literally know almost nothing about the man. I never watched any of this stuff, never read any of this stuff. I just listened to another podcast that was talking about him, and I know you guys talking about him in passing.
Yeah, well, one day I come home from school, whatever, as a kid, and I find this book. It's called, like, Into the Matrix or something. It's by David Icke.
Yeah.
And my brother bought it. I'm like, well, what is this? I'm reading, I'm like, fucking lizard people?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Was,
being a young kid, I'm like, oh my God, there must be lizard people
this
trying
makes
to eat us.
So much sense.
Yeah, right? This is why the world is how it is, because of lizard people. But like literally, I'm scrolling through fucking YouTube, watching different videos. I'm going to bed at night. And it's like 1 a.m, and I hit this David Icke documentary. It's not about all his conspiracy; it's about his life.
Yeah,
and
he was a pretty regular dude up until about 90.
He was a journalist.
Yeah, and he was a football.
He was
footballer.
a pro level soccer player.
Yeah.
They call it football in foreign.
And he was an announcer. He was a well respected announcer. And all of a sudden, like 90, 91, he's like, "This is happening."
But watching it, the whole thing was just like, okay, it's sad, David Icke, whatever. You call people lizard people. You're gonna get some fucking resistance when you do that. But the worst part about it was his daughter paid the ultimate price for what he did, because she was shunned everywhere she went, and it was just, and you could see that him and his wife were like remorseful about what happened. He's like, I never wanted to go that road. I wanted to educate. He still did his David Icke thing. I wanted people to know about the lizard people trying to eat us all and kill us all, but I never wanted my family involved in this. And like his daughter was hit pretty hard in society because of it.
That's sad.
Oh,
just because
well.
the parents crazy.
Oh well, when you fuck with the lizard people, they go after your family.
That's true. I think it was Australia or something. They revoked his visa, so he isn't allowed. Yeah, but yeah, that's. I'd be interested to read some of his stuff.
So they revoked his visa, which ultimately proves he's right.
Yeah,
I don't get
right
why you would revoke his, like, it's like,
yeah, it's not
he's
like
he's gonna come over here and tell some fairy tales,
and he's gonna he's gonna convince all the people of Australia that they need to overthrow the government. It's not gonna happen. No one believes the guy. A lot of people do.
It's lizard people.
The lizard people.
There are way better conspiracies out there than lizard people.
Yeah.
We won't let this lizard people guy over here, but like militant Catholics, Christians, and ISIS, they can all be here.
Just David.
They're all
Icke.
welcome in Australia.
No.
So does that actually speak to him being truthful? How come all these other crazies can come over, but he can't?
Because there's David Icke doesn't have supporters with a lot of money. Okay,
Oh,
doesn't have like Saudi or Vatican backing.
That's wrong. I clearly believe because he's right.
is there any other conspiracies you can think? Well, I'm not. I don't want to ask you because you know all of them.
I'm not going to get
That well, I could.
this shit can go deep state real quick.
Remember that fake documentary that people thought was real about rods? You ever hear about that?
Yeah.
There's like these little things that shoot
I
around
clearly
real
thought
fast.
you were going to
They're
say the
called
Blair Witch
rods.
Project.
I do not remember that.
Oh my god!
And people were bought into it, and I don't know, what do they look like? Like
It looked like a chopstick with wings,
and it
like
flew
3
around.
sets of wings. Okay, imagine a walking stick, but instead of legs, it was wings, and going really fast, like really fucking fast.
Okay.
And you can only see them at certain times, or I don't know what. I didn't watch the
it
whole
wasn't
thing because it was so ridiculous.
It wasn't certain times. It was what kind of camera you had. Because it was 98, 99. So there were shitty cameras that couldn't keep up with the frames. Because, the so many frames per second when they take their pictures. So when they did that back then, you had these dust mites or whatever it was. It flashed at such a high rate, it looked like a flying walking stick. Walking stick the insect.
You mean like orbs in a haunted place?
Yeah, like orbs in a... I cannot
Well, that's
believe
real.
Oh my god, I cannot believe these people that watch these haunted shows. I'm not going to get into it, but you fucking idiots.
Well, remember years ago, anyway, the rods thing. Even then, when I wanted to believe it all. Even for me, I was into all of it at the time, but I was like, "This is stupid." I'm like, I gotta go watch Zeitgeist because this is fake. Give me Bill Cooper right now.
This shit's fake. I'm going to watch wrestling.
Yeah, I swear to God, that's my thought.
But then again,